Well, hello everybody. The train rolls on here at ISE 2026 in the Hetma booth. We continue to bring voices to you from the trade show floor, and we get to, instead of one voice, we get to bring two voices to you at the moment. So thank you for tuning in. So, gentlemen, first, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for sharing your time. Would you please introduce yourselves? Who are you? What do you do?
Absolutely. My name is Mike Peters. I'm director of our education pre-sales team at CDW.
And hi, I'm Tim Russell, Chief Technologist for the Modern Workspace at CDW in the UK.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So one of the things about CDW here at ISE is most people are talking about, here's what's in our booth, come look at what's in our booth, and you guys, you kind of don't have to worry so much about getting tied into one place. You get to go do what the real work is. So what, as CDW, what are you here to do at a show like ISE?
Absolutely. So one of the most important parts for us at CDW is remaining on the cutting edge of what's new and what's current from all of our partners across the AV spectrum, UC solutions. So by being at a show like this, we're really staying current with all the technology that's out here, engaging with entities like Hetma and making sure that we're aligned in speaking and sharing ideas and exchanging best practices as far as what we're seeing at the show.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just going to back up on that one. I think one of the main reasons I'm here is we're here to help our customers make the right decisions. Right?
Yeah.
Customers see us as shipping tin, and we do a lot more than that. We call it TSPS and MS, right? Technology sourcing. We help you make the right choice. PS, professional services, we help you build it, and MS, we help you run it. Now, if I'm not here, I can't make the best decisions to help those customers. And so we save you time, we join the dots, we advise. And you know what? If you let us, we'll deliver it as well.
Nice. Okay, so you get to kind of embody that place of like, we got to be ready to connect end users with technology the right way, the right ones that work for them, and so you got to stay up in the forefront. So before we dive into a couple other things, I heard the count was something like 1,705 booths. So you're going to get to them all in 4 days, I assume?
Yeah, I started on Monday morning. I came here Tuesday when it was opening at 9 before you made it come in, just to literally get a couple of kilometers on my feet and see how many stands there are. The problem is there's a lot of eye candy here, right? There's some amazing stuff, but what we have to do is see through that.
Yeah.
What's going to deliver value? What's going to make an impact to our customers?
Absolutely. We know who our top partners are, and so sometimes, it's an ability for us to see their products in person, fully deployed and acting as a solution. Other times it's things that maybe we don't have on our radar yet that we get a chance to see in this environment, both that are targeting the EMEA market or the APAC market as well as the US market.
Nice.
There's a challenge on this as well. It's very easy to go and see our vendors we do big business with because they're here and we have to go and see them. But it's the emerging, it's the interesting, and my job is to look at what's going to happen 5 years from now, right? And so what's going to impact, what's going to disappear, what's going to be swallowed, what's going to make a difference to our customers. And I've already had a number of NDA conversations with suppliers. They tell me what's coming out. I can't talk about it, but I can draw a conclusion from this information that I can then advise our customers to make the best decisions going forward.
That's great. So, and I'll just free you up here. You can feel free to tell us all right now if you want to. I don't understand the problem. You know what I'm saying? You can just go ahead. Oh, that was very well done. Well, it is cool to know, for all of the things that we get to hear under NDA and all that, I know there's a whole other layer that you guys are working through. So, you're pre-helping customers make good decisions by being able to be on the forefront is awesome. And you mentioned at the beginning whether it was shipping tin, right? That sounds like such a cool, a British saying to me, shipping tin around there. So obviously when people think CDW, that's a quick and easy way for me to buy big things or to do POs and yada, yada, yada. So what are the things that, you're excited about in terms of what CDW can offer for higher education that maybe we're not thinking of?
Yeah, so from the US perspective, we really have a full soup to nuts solution that we're able to deliver. So not only are we able to provide all the hardware that's out there, but we have professional services that we deliver as well. So not only are we architecting these highly complex solutions that are leveraging Dante and all the other applications that are out there, but then we're also able to provide that hardware and then install it and decommission the old stuff. So it is really more than just providing product. It's a full end-to-end life cycle solution that we're able to deliver.
Yeah, and I think where I see the value that we bring into our customers is I can tell you about speeds and feeds, right? What processor, what memory. Doesn't mean anything until I tell you what it results. Okay, what's the experience? What's the experience? What's the difference in how you're going to do things? And particularly in the UK market, we have to look at the competitive environment for attracting higher education students. And the students want to go to the cool campus.
Yeah.
Right? They want the good results, but they're going to spend 3, 4, maybe 5 years there. They want to enjoy the experience. They want a connected environment. They want the best Wi-Fi. They want cool rooms, cool lighting, cool controls. And it doesn't have to be expensive. You've got to make the right choice to balance this up to an experience which will attract those students.
Yeah.
One of the other things that I think is really unique about CDW is our global reach. So not only do we have our entity in the United States, and then we have one in Canada, but we also have CDW UK, which serves the rest of the world for us. And so for those campuses that are maybe stationed in the United States, that have satellite campuses around the world, we've been able to work collaboratively with our teams in the UK and deliver that same experience globally then.
Yeah.
So as you're developing that cool campus or that unique value prop that brings in those students, international or domestic, I've seen a lot of study abroad kids here in Barcelona this week, we're able to help and work collaboratively between our company to deliver that experience at a global scale.
Yeah.
You create continuity as well, right? So if I have an agreement with an organisation here in the UK and I say, right, this is the look, the feel, the design, if you don't have to pass it off to another partner and you can work with CDW to go and deliver it in, I don't know, Dubai, Australia, Singapore, it doesn't matter where, you know you're going to get the same look, feel, contract terms, all of that stuff. And so from an sort of an integration point, you don't have to worry. You've seen it once, you're just going to repeat this around the world. I'm not worried. 68 global offices. We have, we transact in 171 countries. We can put feet on the street in 150 countries. And that's not shipping boxes, that's people who deliver a difference.
Yeah.
There's not many people out there that can do that.
No, that's a huge point, right? Because it's such a pain point for universities that so many of our colleagues right there, I'm off to this place in the Caribbean or in EMEA or in Asia Pacific because universities want global presence. So now you could bring a global partner with you as you do it. Like you said, procurement and install and support and all of those things.
Navigating tax laws in
local
countries. I mean, that some of those shipping and logistics and tax implications will trip you up if you're not familiar. So again, just the experience and knowledge of working in these countries is paramount for a lot of our customers.
That's crazy. So, and I'm very curious how, the responsibilities is like, okay, US, Canada, and then you have the rest of the world. That sounds like you drew the short straw on that one. Maybe we should even that up a little bit, or is that not what we're going to do?
I don't know. If you look at Europe, you've got probably 50 countries in the way that you've got 50 states.
Yeah.
It's just every country maybe has a different way of operating and a different language.
Yeah.
But no, I think UK and I is great because the challenge there is we create a UK-centric capability that then can be replicated. We don't generally start in a foreign country and come back.
Yeah.
We go from M&Os or organisations based in the UK. But that's not to preclude other organisations. Our focus in product development is UK, but rest of the world supported. But if somebody comes and says, oh, we've already had this recently, somebody in Australia, we need something. Well, we've got a sales team there. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
We're there to help the customers. We're there to make a difference.
That's fantastic. Okay, so as we kind of try and wrap things up and put a bow on this, I got to ask your guys' advice, because as Hetma continues to try and kind of grow membership and create more of a global community doing some of these same things, what advice would you have from a global perspective that U.S. centric or North American centric or is going to be overlooking? And put us on Front Street right now. Let us have it. We can take it.
Cool. Well, I was going to say, I don't know if this is, I'll let Tim address the global perspective, but I think that the part that's always our North Star is making sure that we don't forget why we're doing this. And at the end of the day, it's about the student experience. It's about helping kids. It's about helping young adults, learn and succeed in these environments. And so you can have all of the fanciest bells and whistles at the end of the day. If it's not easy to use, if it's not easy to engage in teaching and learning, then that's not a successful solution. And so I think keeping that North Star for all of us globally together within CDW education is really important.
Nice. Yeah, if it doesn't matter where you're from, if you've got that same why, there's already a connection between people. And so, whether it's colleague to colleague or partner or business relationship, things, you guys know the tax laws, and we know the students, and so let's work together to make that happen.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I agree. I think the secret is in much the same way as an individual. Be sure of who you are and don't try to be something to everyone. And from a corporate perspective is know what you're good at and know what partners help you do the bits you're not so good at. So, something like cross-border asset transfer, and seriously, that will give some people sleepless nights. We're good at that. We know what we're doing, and we can help you with that. But if you need me to do something that we're not good at, well, I'll be honest with you. There's not much point developing that capability. Go and find someone else to help you, or we'll help you find someone. So pin your flag to a mast, give yourself an identity, and then absolutely stand up, be proud, and own that identity.
Love it. You make the main thing, right? That's the thing we say. And it's good in partnerships, right? For people who try and sell to people who goes, it doesn't matter whether they can do it. They go, we want to sell it and we'll figure it out. So I appreciate that perspective. So if now folks want to reach out, make contact with CDW, if they don't know who their CDW rep is, what's the best pathway of kind of making that connection?
Absolutely. So you can certainly start at the website, cdw.com. I'll even throw out my email for those of whom haven't made a connection to CDW yet. It's mikpet@cdw.com, and we'll get you connected with the correct individual.
I love it.
And for international, I'd say I'll thank marketing on this, but if you go to your search engine of choice and you enter Tim Russell and IT, I should be the number one here.
All right.
There you go. And you can drop me a message.
Perfect. All right. Well, I'll link both of you, gents, and I appreciate people who are, put their money where their mouth is and says, don't, come to me. I'll find the person that you need to talk to. So
that's right. And Tim's SEO optimized over here, so we're going to work some mistakes.
Okay, so I appreciate your guys' time. I'm curious now if off mic I can maybe get you to tell me all the things that are going to happen in the next 5 years, because I could really use that information. But I know it is a hectic show. There's so much to see here. So thank you for taking some time to share what you guys are up to with the rest of our higher ed audience.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Yep.